Having the book vending machine has been a dream that many of the staff members at Lowell have had for a long time. Conversations started, as far as I know, even before I was here, that it would be such a great addition to our school to get kids excited about reading and to really celebrate a lot of the wonderful things that we're already doing here. So at the beginning of the year, our partner First Lutheran asked us some questions about what dream big, what would you like to see happen? And Mrs. Kennedy threw out, how about that book vending machine? And it just happened to work out because of some extra COVID funds and some things that their congregation at First Lutheran was able to do, that they were able to purchase the book vending machine for us. At the school, we worked on customizing it so that the outside really matched the details of our school. We have the bulldog, and on the side it says, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. And the way that we have decided that students would get the books was by forming a committee to really decide, are there criteria that we want to set? And we didn't really feel like we could set a specific criteria because every single kid is a little bit different. So what staff decided is to create this idea called golden moments. And a golden moment is something where a student does something that goes even above and beyond what we would expect them to do. So we teach kids about kindness, respect, responsibility. Those are all things that we want our kids to do. And what a golden moment would be is a breakthrough moment where a student does something that really makes us say, wow, that really causes us to pause. And so staff members have a little baggie of tokens that they can give to students and recognize them. But then students are able to nominate each other too, which I think is great. They're able to honor and recognize the accomplishments or those golden moments of their classmates. And so they complete a slip, they put it into a golden envelope that the teacher has in the room, and then their names are drawn, and they have a chance every week they have a chance when they get their names into the pile to have their name drawn and come get a book. So it's really those two ways with staff and students, and it's been a great experience so far. Students love coming down and being able to choose, and even if they haven't got a book yet, you know that they're thinking about what kinds of things they can be doing. We really wanted to make sure that when kids were earning it, it was for one of those wow moments and not just, I'm picking up the trash. And so students know that they have to aspire to something greater, and that's been wonderful to see as well when we get to catch them in those moments. So one moment that stands out to me that I recall is a student had accidentally broken a handle on a locker, I believe. And that student, the teacher saw the student kind of go sit down and think about it. She was watching the whole thing. And when a student breaks something, it has the tendency to make kids go, oh, you're gonna be in trouble. And that student thought about it, and not knowing that the teacher was watching the whole thing, and he came eventually and he admitted his wrongdoing. He had said, I broke it, it was a mistake. He owned it. And it would have been fine anyway. But that was a really special moment because, first of all, for the other kids to observe him doing the right thing, but then for him to have that time and to really make that decision on his own, not for an adult to approach him and say, hey, I noticed what just happened. So that is an example of something that would be a golden moment. Hi, Izzy, how are you? Good. Your teacher wanted to be here today to celebrate your golden moment, but since she couldn't be here today, I'm going to read you an email that she sent me about your golden moment. Are you ready? Okay. She said that when another student came to school late and missed the first part of your morning math question, she noticed that you greeted her with a smile and instantly started explaining the problem to her. When she was confused, you continued to encourage the student and help her to get the right answer. When it was time to share answers out, you encouraged her to raise her hand, and even though you knew the right answer, you wanted Mrs. Tweet to call on her instead and not you. She did get the answer right, and she had the biggest smile on her face. You gave her a high five after she said her answer. She came up to Mrs. Tweet later and told her all about what you had done and how it made her feel. She saw the whole thing herself, and then hearing the other students share it really made it stick out even more. She was so excited about it, Izzy. This is exactly the type of golden moments that make Lowell a special place. And so we are glad that you had the confidence and that you gave her the confidence, and you were the reason that started her day with a smile. So Mrs. Tweet wants to say thank you, and she can't wait to see what book you choose. Well, we had our ribbon cutting with First Lutheran back in February, and it was just amazing to see the looks on staff members' faces walking in and seeing this, because it is eye-catching. I mean, I think we're all used to seeing vending machines that drop food or drinks. So to have something like this in our building really makes us feel special. I think it adds to the pride of the school, and it's made staff think about how we can recognize students a little bit differently too. We have lots of different incentives and motivators, and we try to provide feedback to kids on things that we see every day. And this is just another way for us to enhance that celebration. And so staff are really eager to be able to share that with kids. And that's been fun to see. You know, we know that kids are excited about it, and obviously there's not over 400 books in here for us to give every single student. So the students understand that this is a big moment that we're looking for here to happen. And they're learning patience through this process, and I think they're also learning the importance of celebrating with other students, because as they mature and as they grow, they understand I can't always get that book that I want right away. It's in there, just give it to me. They need to see like, okay, like I'm gonna celebrate with a student who just has earned one, and I'm gonna keep trying to do my best. So we are very much on the kind of the ground floor of this process, and we know that our kindergartners, first graders, second graders, and so on will have lots of other opportunities. Our fifth graders, our window is kind of dwindling, but we're excited to see kids talking about books, because that's really the bottom line is we're getting books in kids' hands, and it means something very special to them. It's not just a book, it's a symbol of something that they did that was really, really excellent.